Hey, this is Becky with Diakonos, and I'm going to show you today just a quick little video to explain how to get this little slider clasp affixed onto a slider bracelet. You may have seen our kits, which have a slider and lots of beads. You can make those up, or you can use beads like these, whatever. There's lots and lots of ways of using beading chain. But I want to show you the only part of it that's ever really very tricky is getting the second piece of beading chain through this little clasp. And as you can see, that's just a vinyl rubber little gasket that is designed to be snug enough to hold two strands of chain in such a way that it is that it'll be tight enough to stay on properly when you're wearing the bracelet. So I like to let's back out just a smidge. I like to, when I'm putting this on, hold the chain that's already through the slider clasp, hold that, or hold the side that isn't through the clasp with your right next to the chain that is already in the clasp, so that your movement isn't so much pushing chain through the clasp, but it's sliding this clasp onto the chain. So and you can see there's plenty of room in there. So I push up on the clasp with the finger that I'm holding it with, and keep the chain tip focused on, there we go. I can do this. Keep the chain tip focused on, right next to the chain that's already through, and then just slide that through. And it's really very, very simple once you get the knack of it. And then pull it, and there we go. So I'm going to do that one more time, just so you can see how easy it is. So the first piece goes through. The second piece, I'm going to hold the second one that I want to pull through right up next to the one that's already through, and then just push that slider clasp right on in, tucking the chain into the opening. So it's not necessarily that simple the first time you try it. You might mess with it a little bit, but it will be easy enough as you get practiced. So here I'm going to put I'm going to put a charm bead on. I like to put a little charm bead on the dangle. I'm going to show you how to glue the little end cap, which is has a little loop for attaching a charm, and I check before I put glue that it's going to slide on. Sometimes the way that the chain is cut might splay it, but this looks like it's going to be fine. I'm going to put just a drop of super glue on the end and kind of scoop it, as you can see. Slide that little guy on, give it a twist, and we're going to let him dry. I'm going to put another little charm bead on. Oh, I don't even have to put the charm bead on, because guess what? It slides off, which is how it's supposed to be, because I want it to cover up that little finding. So here I'm going to put one more drop of glue on the end of the chain. So you put the glue on the chain versus trying to get the glue in the end of this little finding, because that's virtually impossible. So we're going to just slide that on, give it a twist. It's a little extra glue on that one, so I'm going to get a bit of plastic to wipe it off. I like to use plastic because I know it won't, any paper product can kind of leave residue. So, I like the dangle bead the little charm bead that covers this to have a big enough hole that it will slide down and cover up the finding. You don't have to do that. That's certainly a choice. And I'm going to open up the jump ring, and I like to use the elbow side of a bent nose and a flat nose to open up jump rings, putting as much tool power on the ring as possible. Open that up, get the little charm bead on there. I'm going to put the jump ring through, hang my little dangle. Easy peasy. So I'll do it on the other side just to finish the job. We got that. I'm going to open up the jump ring. Slide it through. And I'm holding these a little carefully because they were just glued. But super glue dries pretty fast. I wouldn't test it or pull on it for another 5 minutes or so. But there you go. Those beads slide back down, the slider's on, you've got your charms. Easy as that. Thanks so much. We appreciate your watching. Happy making. If you have questions, call us at the shop.